Hello everyone, I'm RecB5,
And I'm Sandman99.
and welcome to Risk for the PlayStation.
Yes, PlayStation 1 Risk.
Yes.
Apparently there's been many video game adaptations for Risk, including a couple for PC.
That's right. And actually, this version of Risk has both a PC version and a PlayStation version.
Yeah.
I think the PlayStation version is a better game, though. I think I've played both of them. I like the PlayStation version a bit better. But this particular version, the reason we're playing this one is because it's unique, right? Like, you know the classic Risk game.
Yep, with the dice.
Yep. Well, this one also comes with a Ultimate Risk game, which is a actually different take on strategy game. It's I almost call it a different game entirely.
Yeah, because you still use the armies, but you don't use the dice rolling, I don't think, quite like you do.
That's right.
In the regular game. And you also get another deck of cards for tactics.
Yeah. And so, because everybody's familiar with the classic Risk game, right? That's actually what we're going to be playing today is the Ultimate Risk game, the secondary game. Because I haven't seen too much of that thing on YouTube or anything else, and I wanted to kind of show it off to people.
Yes.
So, just to give you guys know, we'll just go into classic game for a quick sec. There are 5 maps in this game. The classic one is the one that comes with the original board game that you're all familiar with.
42 territories.
Yep.
And 7 continents.
Wow, look at you. You know your stuff.
Hey, I used to play Risk a lot with my buddies when I was young, like in my 20s.
Yep.
That was a favorite pastime. We'd sit there and we'd drink whiskey on a Saturday night when we were poor.
Yep.
We'd sit at my buddy's place. He was renting a townhouse with him and his wife, and his wife would put up with us sitting there drinking whiskey and getting hammered, and him and 2 or 3 of our other buddies playing Risk.
Damn.
Yeah, sitting around the kitchen table.
Well, then they also have this one, which is World, which I think has like double the territories.
Yep.
So it just takes the same world map and it doubles the number of territories.
Yeah, and there's also still continents that you can build blocks of, but there's more of them.
That's right. And then there's an expanded Asia map, which is like, I guess it's southeastern Asia.
Yeah, it includes Thailand and the Sumatran Isles and that kind of thing, too.
That's right.
Yeah.
Can't really see them because of the cursor there, but yeah. And it doesn't go, it goes as far south as the Guinea Islands.
Yeah, and also, though, you look at this, and it looks pretty tiny in that thumbnail, but India, for example, is a huge territory with a lot of smaller territories within it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is actually the biggest map in the game. It has, I want to say, like over 120 territories in it.
Yeah. But
all of the 3 big maps here are over 100 territories. Then there's Europe. Right, and it's obviously North Africa, and then Europe. It's basically almost kind of like the area that the Roman Empire or Ottoman Empire occupied, plus a little bit of Russia. Maybe the Napoleonic Empire occupied. I don't know.
Yep.
You kind of get the idea. And then there's North America,
which includes Central America and the area that would be now known as Venezuela. Right.
That's right. Yeah, and it also includes what were they called? The Guinea settlements along the coast of South America, and it also includes everything in North America east of the Rocky Mountains, I guess you'd say.
Yeah.
And then south of, say,
well, it looks to me like there's a little bit of
Canada in there,
Quebec, and like the western provinces.
That's right, but kind of cuts them off in half.
Yeah.
So, and I can understand why. I mean, like some of the provinces that are up here in Canada are like twice the size of Germany, so they'd be too big for a game. Yeah. But anyways, I just wanted to show you guys the maps because, there's a lot of maps in this game, and eventually I'm hoping we'll make a series of this. We'll play them all. But for now, we're going to start with one of my favorites, and it's the Europe map. I like all 3 of these maps. I'm not a big fan of the world map, but we'll play that one too eventually.
Yeah, it's a bit small for the Ultimate game, and it's a bit big for the classic game, right?
That's right. I'd say the 2 hardest maps are probably World and North America, but World just might be because I don't play it much. North America is just genuinely hard.
Yeah, just a little bit of a note too, though, on difficulty is that I found that the ultimate game is a little bit easier to play than the classic game, because in the classic game, if you have, say, 5 other AI controlled opponents, well, as soon as you start to get a little bit big, they all gang up on you, right?
And you can't make alliances in that one.
Whereas in the ultimate game, you can make alliances with AI players to prevent them from attacking you for a period of time.
That's right. Right.
So you get away from that gang up tactic, right?
And you can also build defensive structures and things too. So we'll get into that as we get into the game. But yeah, Europe and Asia are both about the same. North America's really hard. I want to do North America, but I want to practice before I do North America. So, and we're gonna go with game objective, domination, select territories, random. I don't really care where I start.
Yeah, that's just a little twist, right? That, I guess in the old classic game, board game, you could simulate a random start by dealing out the territory cards until everybody has the same number.
Yeah.
And the territories on the cards would be their starting territories, right?
Yeah. And, you can pick your own territories and try to grab like a continent block early, but I think it's going to be more interesting if we just start with random, because it'll kind of force me to adapt to wherever I end up. Right? And then random turn order on fixed sets. AI difficulty, we're going to make that hard. It only has 3 settings, easy, medium, and hard. Blind risk, we're not going to do that today, but we might do that someday. Basically, you can only see the armies in the territories adjacent to you.
Yeah, that border your empire.
That's right.
Basically, you can see what your opponents have in territories that border territories that you control.
That's right. And we're going to set the rebel difficulty to expert, because rebels need to be able to be very, very high on the difficulty in order to be able to fight.
Yes, rebels are, for people who don't know, they are a randomly created unaligned armies that can pop up if you have a territory with only one army on it.
That's right.
And they also, in this game, they start with a certain number of territories as well.
Yep.
And they can increase or decrease the number of armies on any territories they control on a apparently random state. Like, there isn't really any rhyme or reason as to why they would increase or decrease armies, right?
That's right.
They just do in a random way.
That's right. I think that what it is they have the ability to free move anywhere on the board.
Okay, that could be it.
And they have unlimited free moves.
Because sometimes you'll look at a rebel territory that's got 12 armies on it, and then 2 turns later, even though it hasn't been involved in any battles, there's only like 3 armies on it.
Yeah, they also have the ability to do another thing where they can convert troops into generals or forts or other things.
Yeah.
So yeah, where did we start? We started divided.
Yep.
So we've got Prussia area. Just, Prussia's worth a lot, actually.
Yeah, you got quite a bit of it, too. All of it except for 2 territories by the looks of it.
Yeah, and then...
1 territory.
It looks like we've got the kind of Black Sea states...
Stuff along the eastern edge of the map, too.
Yeah. And, it looks like Red has a very sizable chunk of Russia there.
Yeah.
That's so not really
maybe
great.
You ought to explain, because I saw a general on the field too, like so maybe you ought to explain what generals are.
So generals are a special type of unit that you can put into a territory. They cost 3 battalions, right? Just like that. And the thing about them is they increase the attack power of the unit.
I think they also give you access to more complex tactic cards too, which can affect the outcome of battles.
And they allow you to place more than a fixed number of guys in a territory. So generally speaking, in the Ultimate Risk game, if you have a clear space territory that doesn't have a hazard in it, like, say, Sicily,
Yeah,
right here.
Well, basically no mountains or other
right.
terrain
Or forests or
terrain features, right?
deserts or swamps.
Yeah.
So like Sicily, right? You can put 20 guys there without a general, but in order to put more guys there, you need a general.
Yeah.
And if you have a harsh terrain territory like Albania here is, then you can only put 10 guys in that territory without a general.
That's right.
You can build forts on clear spaces and forests. You can't build them
in mountain terrain.
And you also can't build them, I believe, in swamps. You might be able to build them in deserts.
Yeah.
But it can be hard to pick out what's a desert and what's a swamp on the map. There are no deserts on this map, actually, in spite of the fact that there's the Sahara Desert, because it's actually represented as a tree space.
Yeah.
And you can build a fort there.
Also, another brief explanation, because I saw in Western Africa there's a territory that has an anchor on it.
That's right. And so you know how the original game has sea routes, right? Where connect places that aren't connected by land, right?
Yeah.
If you build a fort there, then it will create a random sea route to a random location. I think it's out of a couple of fixed locations that it can go to.
Yeah.
And
quite often that one will connect you to what looks like Portugal there or something.
It'll connect you to like here, or it will connect you to like up here, or it will connect you. Sometimes I've seen it connect over here.
Okay, so there's a certain amount of randomness to
That's
this
right.
as well. I found quite often it'll connect to one of the territories on the western edge of the Spain peninsula there too, right?
Sometimes. But also, too, and I'm not sure exactly what determines it, sometimes you can build a fort here, and then if you have a place like this for long enough, it'll open up a second sea route.
Yeah.
I don't know what determines that, or why it ends up with two. Sometimes it just happens.
Mm-hmm. But anyway, right now, you're going to have to decide what you're going to do with your territories.
Yes, and it looks like...
You've got almost a full continent on the far right there.
Mm-hmm.
And you've also got quite a bit of Prussia there, but that one looks like it would be pretty difficult to defend too, right? Like you're only 2 territories short of having that one, but it has a lot of border territories.
That's right.
So this is actually kind of a rough start, because what'll happen is I don't see how you can avoid losing a lot of territories right off the bat, because you got Mr. Purple there with a general and 35 armies to your west.
Yeah, I do.
And of course, then there's the white guy there with a bunch of armies, and like it looks pretty tough.
Well, and the thing about defending Prussia here too is that you might notice that say from the south, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, and then like 5 border territories, right?
Well, 6.
And then I'd also have to protect these somehow.
Yeah.
All right, so if I were to hold this, that kind of takes up 2. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5, and then I'd have to be attacking this way from Brandenburg here, right?
Yeah.
Because you can only build 5 forts in this beginning, so I'd have to have an attacking army playing defense over here, because I simply wouldn't have enough troops to hold this entire position to start.
On the other hand, you also have most of that small continent there that's only like 3 territories.
That's right.
And so you'd have 2 border territories. You wouldn't get a lot of armies for that one, but you would at least have. But although you got to watch your neighbor Red there, who's got his eye on that area too already, right?
Well, I think I could cream Red pretty good. The real issue is orange.
There's orange there too,
with
right?
40 guys right in here, just chilling. You're like, hey, Orange, how's it going? Right? So Orange is actually dangerous because Orange put all of his guys in one territory.
Yeah.
And Crimea here is a clear space territory, which means he can keep attacking and attacking and attacking and attacking. If you attack into a tough terrain territory, your turn ends. But if you attack into a light terrain territory, you can keep going.
Yeah.
So Orange could possibly sweep the whole continent with that army.
Well, maybe you need to build a fort there and then put a whole bunch of guys there or something.
Yeah, well, or put a capital there.
Yeah, I don't know. It's not necessarily a good idea to put your capital right next to a huge army, though, because if you lose your capital, you're in big trouble, right?
Well, I'm just going to think here, because Russia is worth 14, right?
Yeah.
Prussia's worth 12, Baltic states are worth 3. So I'm thinking maybe I want to play around in this area. Scandinavia is worth 6. So yeah, I'm definitely thinking maybe I want to play around in this area of the map.
Well, and the thing about it is, even though it looks like you have a lot of border territories, building forts really changes that dynamic too, right?
That's right.
Because if you attack a fort, regardless of, even if you win, I don't think you're allowed to proceed anymore with that army that turn either, right?
That's right.
Yeah. It's like attacking into difficult terrain, right?
That's right.
Yeah.
So let's see here. I think my first order of business is I'm going to try to grab the Baltic states. But I don't want to spend a lot of resources in order to do it.
Uh-huh. Yeah, and you don't have any large neighbors in the immediate area there, right?
That's right.
Yeah.
I also might want to see about doing what I can to maybe grab a piece of Russia just to have, like, a piece.
Yeah, you want to stop Red from getting it all, right?
Yeah. So, let's see here. I'm going to build some forts first. Alright. And I might even be a little bit aggressive here. So, you can suffer attrition losses in harsh terrain.
Yeah.
So, I'm going to put a couple of guys there.
Well, that's how the rebels pop up, right? Like, if you...
That's right.
If you suffer some losses due to attrition to the point where you've got 0 armies left in that territory, that's when that territory is taken over by rebels, right?
That's right.
Yeah.
I'll put 3 guys there. And I'll put... See, the big thing is I want to try to, if I can... Because I know that I won't be able to grab the Baltic states in one turn because of the fact that Livonia here is a harsh terrain territory, and I don't have anything that is clear that connects to it. So, even though it's risky, and even though it's hard, I'm probably gonna try and see what I can do to grab a continent here first.
Yeah, well, and if you grab a small continent without much opposition in the immediate area...
And actually, you know what? Purple and white and orange...
It seems very likely that purple and white will probably fight with each other anyway. Ooh.
Well, let's think of it this way, too. Purple and white and orange and red have all placed their guys.
Yeah.
So I could go for Austria and try to get, like, almost all of Austria in one turn. Because there's nothing there. There's no opposition. So I could try to build a block there in the middle of the map. Maybe push towards Italy.
I don't know, I think you're being a little overly ambitious. I think that your idea of going north into the Baltic states is probably better.
Well, the only reason why I'm thinking about it is because, like, it looks like this area is very, very vulnerable.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas Italy is an area of the map that I know is very easy to defend. So
did you like for your card sets, did you pick fixed card set values?
I did.
Yeah, okay. So basically, 3 of a kind, either 3 cannons or 3 horsemen or 3 foot soldiers, are worth either 4 6 or 8, I think.
Base, yes.
Base.
But you do get a whole bunch of bonuses anyways because of the way ultimate risk works.
Yeah, if a card, that's actually a standard classic risk rule too. If a card that you turn in as part of a set has the picture of a territory that you own, you get 2 bonus armies in that territory. And also, if you turn in a set of one of a kind, I think that's one that's worth the most, right? Like one of each kind of thing.
Yeah.
So it keeps the game from getting too out of control too quickly, because when you have increasing card set values, well, then that's when you end up with guys turning in sets that are worth 65 armies and then sweeping the board, right?
Mm-hmm.
That being said, the fixed set value games tend to take longer to play, too.
Just trying to think here. Because you see, I can push this way into the Baltics, and then I can push this way into Scandinavia.
Yeah.
So that's kind of what I'm thinking about doing right now. Right? And he's got 13 guys there, but he's only got 13 guys there. He's probably not going to take this direction. He's probably going to try to go either this direction or this direction.
Yeah, well, Britain looks pretty vulnerable there too, right?
That's right. So I think that's what we're going to do.
Okay. Well, just a little bit of risk trivia while you're placing your armies and thinking your strategy and, thinking your thoughts, is that the original version of Risk was first invented in 1957.
Wow.
So this game's been around for a long time. And then they released a variant. The first variant of Risk was released in 1986, and I had that one, actually. I think I still do have it. It's collecting dust on a shelf somewhere, called Castle Risk, which the map shows 18th century European castles instead of a map of the world.
Nice.
And there was rule variants where you had generals and admirals. You had to have, if you had an admiral, it was just like creating a sea lane between any coastal territory and any other coastal territory, right?
Yep.
Whereas generals would help you to, for offensive purposes. I don't remember all the rules anymore because it's been many years. And I think you also had marshals, which were sort of like a defensive general. So if you played a marshal card when you were being attacked, then it would give you I think generals and marshals would give you a bonus to your dice rolls, right? Like when resolving battles. Like your highest dice would get a +1 to value shown or something like that, right? Which may be where some of the ideas for this game, the Ultimate Risk game, where it came from too, right?
Yeah, I suspect so.
And anyway, that was the first variant. And then they introduced rules in 1993 for Special Mission Risk. Okay. And that one, I guess, instead of trying to destroy all of your opponents completely, you would have a special mission that you would have to accomplish, right?
Yeah.
And I've never played that game, so I don't know, but I think there are rule variants in this game that allow you special missions, if I remember right.
I actually don't know. I don't think so, but maybe.
But anyway, and then there's been a lot of other various versions of Risk, including Lord of the Rings, which I have as well. Star Wars, Transformers, apparently. Yeah.
Okay, I think we're gonna go Fort there, fort there.
And apparently, Risk is still in production today.
Wow.
In several different versions. Because it is actually one of the most popular tabletop games in history.
Don't know if that's a harsh terrain territory or not. But we don't have too many harsh terrain territories, which is both a good thing and a bad thing, because harsh terrain territories do tend to be more defensible.
Well, it slows advancing armies down, because if they attack into it, they have to stop then, right?
That's right. I think that's what we'll do. Oh, and then Purple put his capital right there.
Okay, well, so much for that idea.
Yeah, well, you know, you can't control these things, right?
Yeah.
But, depending on what he does on his turn, maybe I can push in a different direction. I'm just thinking about where I should put my capital now. You know, if I put a capital in what is this, the Baltic states, then I can have like a stupidly fortified area.
Yep.
But, I don't know, maybe I want to focus more on holding onto what I have here. Maybe I'll put my capital in Poland. Poland is so small compared to how it is in a real map.
Yep.
So yeah, I'll do that. Put a fort there. Okay, so now we get to continue, and I think the turn order gets shuffled every single turn with this variant.
Yep, you get
and Yellow's made his thing. And now the reason why you want to be cautious and build a lot of forts on the first turn is because you can't make alliances before the AI gets their first turn. That's basically why.
Yeah, so you don't have to sit there and watch a series of dice rolls between two large armies, you know, like where
That's right. Instead,
numerous dice throws are shown. It's basically just all resolved with one sort of little graphic like this.
that's right. And depending on how many guys they have in a territory, it determines the length of the cinematic, as well as the outcome of the thing. And you can see by the flags who's winning and who's losing.
Yeah.
Right? Although sometimes you'll have to attack multiple times, and sometimes a battle can be inconclusive, right? You attack 1, 2, 3 times, and then the battle's inconclusive anyways, right?
Yeah.
That can happen. But you can also skip these, right? But it shows who's down there, like, is there a general in the territory or whatever else? And so then you can just skip that. And so we'll just go through the rest of the turns here, because the start here, it's going to be a lot of attacking. He's going to cut his own armies off there.
Yeah, he is.
Also, you get, I think, unlimited... I don't know, you get up to 3 free moves if you have a level 3 general.
Oh, okay,
2 free moves if you have a level 2 general, and 1 free move if you have a level 1 general.
Or no general.
Or no general.
Well, it looks like Blue's gonna go for whatever that continent is called.
Portugal.
There. Yeah, Portugal.
And that's worth a healthy chunk. And he's going to be going for Spain, too.
Mm.
And it looks like, you know, he might go for Africa, positioning his army that way. I don't know why he built his capital over here.
That's just to stop Purple from barging into Britain, I guess.
So now we can make an alliance. Who do we want to ally with? I basically am just thinking that maybe we want to ally with White.
You don't want to ally with Purple to stop him from attacking your fort?
No, because I don't think that he will.
Oh.
Right, because I match him in strength there, and we both got a general.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it will be a deterrent against him. And there's lots of easier targets. There's rebel target there, rebel target there. And I can make it harder for him as well, when time comes. I'm going to make an alliance with White, because White could attack through here, and through here, and then through here. Although that might be a stiff budget, right? But, well, maybe it would be, because I want to go and make a move on purple right away here. Right? So that's why I want to attack purple. And, I don't really care what red is doing right now, because he's not an immediate threat to me. So I think we're just gonna make an alliance with purple. Or sorry, make an alliance with white. White, do you want to ally with me? And here's the trick. If they reject your alliance, you can just keep asking for one.
Yeah. Declined.
So, yeah, you just keep asking for one, and sometimes it gets repetitive, but yeah. So that'll be one less army I have to deal with. Where is Red's capital anyways? Where did he end up putting it? He put it right there. Oh, okay, cool. So I could, like, build up an army and, like, take one capital and then take the other. That might be a strategy. That might be a good early strategy there. So, let's see here. We will go, and we need to attack something. Yeah, that's kind of rude, that rebel territory there. The rebels can put a lot of guys in one territory if they really want to. But I think we're gonna do... Oh, what?
Wow. There are a lot of different versions of Risk. Looks like, I'm just scrolling through the list here, but it looks like there's probably close to 50.
Oh, yeah.
And, some of the funnier ones, Risk, The Elder Scrolls, in 2019. Risk, Assassin's Creed. Risk, Rick and Morty.
Rick and Morty?
Yeah. Risk, Captain America, Civil War. I don't know how you do that, but okay. Risk, Doctor Who. Risk, Game of Thrones.
I'm actually going to attack this territory here, because I want to get this general a rank, and see what his rank is. And then I can abandon the territory after I'm done. Okay, so he's a rank 3 general now. Hold off on that one. And we'll go over here, and I'm not happy that there's those 5 rebels there.
Well, that one might be a little expensive for you, right?
That's right. But, and I guess I'm not going to take Estonia in one turn anyways, because of that capital there.
No.
So I need to start thinking about maybe making a move on red. So I'll go about this way. Even though this will also be expensive. Oh, and he's a level 1 general. No, but he still won. Sometimes you just get lucky.
Yep.
So that's a fort territory, which means I can leave no guys in it. And it'll be just fine. I can take my whole army with me. And then let's see here. I don't actually have enough guys to... I need to take out that rebel territory because it connects with 5 guys to my local territory. So I have to take it out. Or try to. Because it's a defensive liability. And then I can do some free move screwery to maybe get things to go my way there. Or even abandon the territory after. Right? I just can't leave those 5 guys there. Yeah, it was very deliberate to not take this territory from Purple, because it would give him an avenue to get to me through his own territories.
Yeah. So, in video games, there have been video game releases of the Risk in various forms for the Commodore 64, the Macintosh, PC, Amiga, Sega Genesis, PlayStation, PlayStation 2, Game Boy Advance, Nintendo Switch.
Wow.
PC again, and that's the one called Ultimate Risk.
Yep. Okay. I'm just going to start to make adjustments to my territories here. So the first territory I need to abandon here is that one. And I'm going to abandon it into that territory to put a buffer state between me and Purple.
Oh, okay. So instead of it becoming a rebel state, it becomes a purple state again.
It can. It can be risky, right? Because it could go back to being a purple state. Or sorry, it could go back to being a purple state, or it could go to being rebel state.
Hmm.
But I'm actually going to move... Yeah, I'll move this to here, so I'll be +1 versus him. And I'll move a single guy here in case Purple gets any ideas. Then I need to move a guy from here up through these territories. And basically what I'm doing is I'm exchanging the guy in the territory for the next guy.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
this
each army can move one territory.
That's right. And this is kind of like the explanation round where we explain how all this shit works, right? But
yeah.
I'm going to abandon Crimea here. Maybe it will thwart Orange's plans, or maybe not. No, it ended up... Well, you know what? That actually might help. I think we had a good outcome there. Right on.
Or they'll attack you and wipe you out.
Well, no, they won't be able to wipe me out because there's other territories here.
Yeah.
Right.
Wow. That's a large... Oh, look at that.
We're going to keep doing that.
Yeah.
All right, I'm okay with that outcome. All right. Let's see if we can maybe make this an orange territory too. Nope, it's going to be more rebel. But you know what? It's going to be pretty damn hard for
look
orange.
At all the trouble you're causing there.
This is a good thing. I'm happy to cause trouble. I think this is a good end result.
Yep.
Right? So one of the things I might want to make a priority next turn is to grab the rest of Prussia. But I need Purple to do something here. Is what I need him to do. Because currently we're actually going to be in a somewhat weak state because we don't have a continent. Blue is going to be the strongest one on the map because he has one. Green isn't going to get one in one turn. Right? And nobody else is at risk of really getting a continent. Maybe red or maybe orange could grab the Black Sea states, but that's it. Yeah, and maybe white could get the Low Countries. Since he's already got a sizable chunk of that and an army sitting there. A couple of armies. But, you know, I'm not really worried about white because I'm allied with him, so. We will finish our turn then. Actually, we'll move this one guy there. Ideally, we should actually have 4 guys in our rough terrain territories because you can lose up to 4. But I don't have the manpower for that, so... Okay, so we got a territory. One of the territories that we just gave up, actually, for a card.
Yeah.
And now we can go. And we'll see what green does. A green is going to go for Italy, and he's going to get it. Assuming those rebels don't take it from him. They might. I don't think he has enough to get both southern and northern Italy. Those are considered two separate continent groups, with southern Italy being worth the least, and northern Italy being worth the most. Part of the reason northern Italy is worth more is because it has all the mountain terrain that makes it so that you can't build forts in it. So you actually have to control... The ideal is to control other territories around northern Italy in order to keep enemies out of northern Italy. But that's what makes northern Italy so defensible. So Green's done his shtick, pretty much. He's going to continue here until he's on his last man. White's gonna cut himself off. Oh, see? I told you. Gonna try to make a path for purple here now. But he's not gonna succeed. Maybe purple will follow him and move the army into Hanover. So, did White actually? Yeah, White did get the lowlands, the low countries.
Yep.
So Orange is doing his thing, and I think he's not going to be happy.
He lost his general.
Yeah, that can happen sometimes, especially to certain tactic types. Even if they're more effective, they might be higher risk.
Yeah.
And I can't really tell you which tactic types are likely to get your general killed and which aren't. Some actually have it labeled on the tactic, like don't use this in mountains, don't use this in this situation. But, you know, like obviously you don't want to set up an ambush in the middle of a clear space territory where there's nowhere to hide. I'm hoping that maybe Orange can suffer some losses due to this 19 rebels. Well, he lost a guy.
Yeah, he didn't lose much.
He lost a guy. Now he's going to go into Russia. And actually, he might come and take the Baltic states from me. Gonna depend where he decides to take that army. Or he might march it up to Red's capital.
Well, he's thinking now.
He's going north towards me, so... Now where is he going? He could attack me. He might. No, he's going to go and attack Red. But he still might attack me, actually. Yeah, because he didn't move those. Yep.
Now he's attacking you.
So that's okay. We will,
Concealed ambush.
Yeah. In the middle of a field.
Yeah. Foxholes.
There you go.
I mean... You're no doubt going to lose that battle, but you cost him a few, right?
Oh, looks like he wants to come and park himself over here. Well, that's going to stop his advance, though, on the bright side.
Yep.
Alright. And... let me think here. I think I'm going to move them into this fort so that I don't lose this fort.
Yeah.
Which means I'll probably want to come up from the other side of Purple. And nuke Purple's capital. So I'll put all my armies in the west, and I'll make an alliance with Orange.
Well, he's definitely turning everything orange from red now.
Red will take some of it back on his turn.
Yep. Oh, he's taking a piece of yours now, too.
Yeah, fortunately I didn't own this as a continent, but there's nothing I can do about it, because I didn't have enough forts, right?
Wow, he's going after
England.
Yeah.
He split that army.
Yeah, it's surprising that
He didn't have enough to take the capital, so he split the army instead.
yeah. Oh, random events. Bad things happen when you go to the air.
That's right. And now the rebels are going to take the continent away from Green.
Yep. See, Orange, if they're left to stand the way they are too, could end up with getting a lot of bonus armies for having more than a certain number of connected territories, even if they don't have a continent too,
Yep.
right?
They absolutely could.
It's called a supercontinent bonus or something.
That's right.
Yeah.
And actually, they did get a whole bunch.
Yeah.
So we'll see what we have to do about Orange. I get 18, which isn't bad. Orange is going to place his 33 guys. And he's going to put them in my territory, of course.
Yep.
So we need to stop his advance.
Well, I guess you better put a fort down
Yeah,
there.
we're going to put a fort down.
Because he won't attack your fort if he's only got 17 soldiers, right?
We're going to put a fort there.
He's looking a little threatening there.
I'm not concerned. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think that's what we'll do. We're gonna put all our guys here, and then cut off his advance there with these guys. Is what we'll end up doing. Take a look after our territory there. Only I could abandon that now. Oh well. Let's see here. See, the whole reason Orange did that is so that he could sit right next to my capital.
Yep. Yeah, then he wants to try and build an army there, right?
That's right.
But you can easily thwart that by placing a few armies in your capital every turn, right?
Or I could just make an alliance with him, which is what I'll probably do, and then I guess I'll just fight purple for the rest of the game. Purple's in a kind of vulnerable position anyways, and I think I can take advantage of that. Let's see here. I've got 4.
Yeah, you're limited to how many generals you can have on the board at once, too, right?
That's right. And I might not want to put a general there if I decide to go north. I think what I'll do is I'll just put the rest of my guys here, and now I've got 30 guys in one place. So we'll continue, and Orange is going to probably attack me once more. Orange makes an alliance with White. So, doesn't really matter what we choose here, we're going to lose.
Yeah, when you have 14 to 1 odds, you're just not going to come out of that well.
But maybe he'll keep that army there because he wants to build up against purple. And I'm still connected to that territory there, too. And then we can make an alliance with Orange and prevent him from hurting us for a good long while. Oh, we've got a little bit of flickering coming from our capture device there. See if I can fix that. There we go.
Just a bad cable connection.
Yeah, I suppose so.
Well, now you can begin your turn.
Yes.
Oh, look at that. Purple put one guy there just to match you.
Yep.
Well,
you know, he's going to do his thing, right? So we're going to make an alliance with Orange. And Orange is like, yes, I'll make an alliance with you.
Because why not?
Because why not? So let's see here. I have 17 territories. So we will go and we will do this. We're going to do here to here.
Purple forces surrender.
And we'll move everyone in there. Right? Then what we'll do is we'll do this. And we'll attack these guys. Or we'll go with the cavalry assault thing there. Alright, and that makes him a little bit stronger, unfortunately. But it is the nature of things.
Yeah, but you could always abandon that territory and turn it back to purple, hopefully.
No, I fully intend to keep that territory.
Oh, you do you?
I do. Let's take a look at what the other borders are like here. 6 and 6. Okay. So we can deal with the rest of that situation in free moves. I'm going to take Norway. Sure, we'll go with the Fang withdrawal. Wow, damn. That, like, I had double the number of guys there, and he only has a level 2 general, but he's kicking my ass.
I think the forest also gives him a bit of a defense bonus, though, too, doesn't it?
It may.
I think so. I think difficult terrain gives the defending force an advantage.
Well, and we're also a landing party, right? So let's see here. Yeah, okay, we'll go at it once more. We did eventually get it.
You eventually got it.
We'll probably end up abandoning it, though. But that's the nature of these things. I'll probably just leave one guy there, actually, and free move this general over. I wonder if I can reduce the number of guys Purple has in this territory, though.
I don't know. It's hard to say.
Because it's 25 versus 24, but I have a fort to fall back on, in case things go awry. So let's see what we can do here. I've got a level 2 general, level 3 general, and he has what?
He has an unknown level general right now.
He has a level 2 general.
Level 2
This isn't
general.
going to work out.
Yeah. He thrashed you.
Well, it was worth a try, right? Just to get him reduced in man count there. So what else can I do? See, I don't want to take that territory from red. I'm not going to have 21 territories, which means I'll miss out on a little bit of a bonus there.
Well, also, you haven't suffered any lost territories yet either, which you almost certainly will, right?
But we did manage to make him lose... Oh, I don't know. He had 16 and 16, so that's 32, and now he's down to 22 there.
Yeah.
So you can think of it in terms of manpower. We took away his manpower. Actually, we'll abandon this territory first. So he's going to get it back again. He can't attack us there.
Yep.
I don't really care if he takes Norway. I'll start pushing from this side instead. Oop. Not demolish fort. Definitely when our alliance runs out, I want to take White's capital.
Well, you are a few armies short of that dream right now.
That's right. But we'll have to hope. Purple made a 3-turn alliance with Blue. That's over in England. So I guess Purple has decided he's going to stand and try and fight me, or he's going to try and fight Orange.
Well, or he's just picking an easy target of opportunity.
Yeah, for a card.
Right?
Exchange of 2 prisoners. I mean, you're kind of the guy I'm trying to fight right now, but okay, there's no guarantee of where you'll place them. Yellow makes an alliance. He's going to kick Purple out.
Yep. Actually, that one will be annihilated too because you took away the territory he could retreat to, right?
That's right.
Yeah.
Now, Yellow could attack me, and he might. I suspect he will. But he's probably going to keep his army camped there beside that capital.
Mm-hmm. Oh, he's attempting to see that, even though that blue territory doesn't have a general, they're in mountains.
Yep.
Which makes them, gives them an advantage, right?
Well, especially if they get lucky and they get the suitable randomly drawn battle cards for that.
Yeah.
Oh, he's going to move it back. He wants to defend himself from White, I guess. Let's see here. White is going to do... White is like allied with like everybody right now. Yep. Just about.
They're allied with everybody. So all they can do is collect reinforcements and not move. Well, now it looks like Red's going to retaliate against Orange.
About time.
Yeah, it's always good when the bad guys fight and kill each other, right?
Well, and you can see after I allied with Orange, he drew a lot of the armies that he had in my area away from me.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Green is attacking the rebels.
Yeah, he really wants that continent, right?
Yeah. Well, he has it, right?
He has it again. We'll see if he holds it. Again. He tried once and lost it once.
That's a pretty small potatoes battle there.
Yeah, and he lost it.
Wow, he's even attacking
in Africa. And losing.
Actually, neither side lost anything there, I don't think.
No, he lost his general, though.
Yeah, he lost his general, but he won the territory. Now Blue's gonna kick Yellow out of Spain by the looks of it.
Not this turn, though. Because he's gonna strand himself in those mountains.
Yeah.
And then wall himself off with his own guys, too. Oh no, I lost a battalion in those mountains. Oh, that guy just had his general die.
Mm-hmm. Yes, random bad things can happen.
The rebels are going to take another bite out of orange, and rebels aren't affected by bad terrain. They can just attack over and over again.
Yeah.
That's exactly what we're going to see here. Even if you have a general, you can still lose if you're outnumbered badly enough.
Yeah, they have a tendency to, when they take a territory, they divide their forces in half, though, right?
That's right.
Like they don't move all of them into the conquered territory. So this one here, yeah.
What a dick.
Yeah, he's going to take a few away from you.
I know. Well, I'm in a tough place here. Really, I am.
Oh, now you can...
I'm still at 15 territories, though.
Yes, hopefully you don't lose any more.
White gets 12, I get 10. That's not great.
Nope. But then again, though, nobody else really got a huge amount this time either, right?
No, but it's definitely not good.
Like every now and then, like so, let's say you have a large army with a general, and the general dies, and you can't keep the number of armies in the territory anymore. What will happen is that in your next turn, you'll get those armies back as reinforcements, right?
Yeah.
Which is occasionally why you'll see a player get many more reinforcements than what they should be getting, because on their previous turn they lost a whole bunch of guys, right?
That's right.
Well, what are you gonna do, Air General?
Well, we're gonna put 10 guys in our place there. And purple's gonna match us, but that's okay.
Yeah. You're pretty much in a defensive position now.
Yeah, it's not a good position to be in. So White went and made an alliance with somebody.
Nope, and then they actually conquered a territory.
Yeah, that's basically what we're looking at right now.
Yeah, well, I see. The only easy one I see is that one with a single purple in it down there.
No, I'm not going to take that, though, because that will link up those territories. And that's bad news for me. Although those territories will shortly link anyways.
Yeah.
But I want to hold off on that for at least one more turn.
Well, you don't have many other options.
Well, I'm going to have to take something that's a little tougher. And getting into Scandinavia here is really my only choice. I have to get into Scandinavia somehow. So let's see here. White is only allied with me for one more turn, so we'll refresh that alliance. Be my friend. Be my friend. Please. Yeah, be my friend. There we go. So, I'm gonna try this. I need to push through here somewhere. Somehow. And it looks like we are making progress here at least. Progress is good. There we go.
Well, it will at least remove purple from behind you.
We could try this.
I don't know.
We could also lose a guy, but then he can't attack us back because he's only got one guy.
True.
Yeah, so we lost that one. That was kind of expected.
Yeah, however, there were no casualties in that battle.
Yeah, there were no casualties in that battle.
Basically, the rebels stood up and made scary noises, and your guys retreated.
Yeah, they fell away.
In disarray.
Pretty much. Okay, so we're going to hold off for the rest of this. I've got 18 territories.
Well,
now.
you managed to earn another card anyway, which is, I think, probably the most important thing.
We're going to do this little micro-optimized thing to build up this army a little more so we can get another card next turn.
Yeah, maybe.
Well, on the bright side, though, this will put me right in front of Purple's capital.
Yeah. Well, and you know what? That big army that Orange has way over there next to Purple's capital will be more or less frozen there for the time being too, right?
Because it's also next to Red's capital.
Yeah. So he's going to leave those guys there. Looks
and
like
I've got a set.
You've got a set. But I would hold off on turning them in until you really, really need them, right? Because you never know, you could get, if you can collect to the point where you have 5 cards, you might be able to save that wild card for later when you really, really need it, right?
Well, what I'm thinking, though, is I might want to, we'll see who trades in their cards next turn, because I might want to go for White's capital next turn.
I don't think a set will be worth that much.
No, but if I put all of my reinforcements right there, and then I attack through these 2 territories, I can attack White's capital.
Yep.
Assuming my general doesn't die, which could happen.
It could. I guess that's why they call this game Risk. Oh, look, the rebels built a fort there.
Yep. And a fort is only worth 3, so those 3 guys give you 21 guys worth of defense. Yeah, purple is really a disorganized mess. Or sorry, orange. Orange is really a disorganized mess.
Yeah, well, they did what the AI players will do sometimes, and that is they spread themselves out over the map really, really big early. Which can be a good early strategy, but in the long run, it's probably not necessarily a good thing to do, because if you can get 24 territories and collect a whole bunch of bonus battalions for it, then that's great, right?
Yep.
But you'll never be able to. Yeah, you'll never be able to hold on to all of that territory.
He lost his general.
He lost his general, and now, but you got to be aware that all of those troops will be in his reinforcements in his next turn, right?
That's true, but he does have 10 less troops overall sitting in that territory.
Yeah.
In fact, he has 18 less troops overall sitting in that territory, so he's going to be distributing them differently throughout his territories.
Well, it kind of depends, right? If he wants to lump them all,
he still won't have as many as he
next
did.
to you. Yeah, maybe.
What he could do, though, is try to put them into Scandinavia.
I don't know. Purple looks to me like they're going to be the first ones off the map.
We'll see.
Oh, look at that. Green built a fort there.
Oh, I see he's attacking me with his 2 guys down there.
Yeah.
Or his 3 guys. Oh, there's 6 guys.
He added some reinforcements
he did.
there. Ooh. You lost another one over there. A rebel uprising occurs in Armenia
I'm okay with that.
Oh, now
They'll
you're
kick me out of this area, but I didn't have any stakes down here anyways.
Yeah, you didn't really spend any armies down here at all.
Well, and the rebels are going to get to booby trap territory.
Yeah. I don't know, do the AI ever use those specials, though?
Yes.
I don't. Really?
They do, in fact. They don't use them well, but they do use them. They're just going to stick it in a random territory.
Because I noticed that they had that cannon one there in a territory in Spain, but I couldn't see any indication as to whether or not they'd actually used it.
They don't use the cannon. That's the one of the ones they don't use. But they do use the super soldiers. They do use the hero, which is like a 4-star general.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, boy, purple is just getting beat on by everybody here now.
Well, that's okay. Maybe I won't have to worry about fighting purple so much.
Blue gets 13. White gets 11. Purple gets 13. They didn't get as many as I thought they would.
I get 7.
Yeah, black gets 7. Oh, you know why purple only got 13? Because they lost a whole ton of territories, right? So they didn't get very many reinforcements. Green's getting pretty big now.
Yeah, but he's also on the other side of the map from us.
Yeah.
Oh, and he put his 10 guys right there. What a dick. Trying to make my life hard.
Yep, he is. Oh, look at that. The rebels they're rebuilding in Denmark or whatever that place is there.
That they are. Well, maybe we betray Orange. Because Orange doesn't have a big, sizable army on our doorstep. Put all of our guys in one basket there. Just keep building up.
Well, you could always attack a rebel territory, I guess, to get a card, right?
That I could. That I probably will. Because now that's free game anyways.
Yep. Yeah, there's no tactical reason to not attack it.
Okay, so we will continue. Blue trades in a set. He's still trying to do Spain here. He might do it this turn.
Yep. He lost a general there, though.
I don't think he had one there.
Oh.
It's going to be, that was a tactical error. Should have attacked with the 21.
Yep, he's still missing that one.
No Spain for him.
No Spain for him this turn.
Purple makes his alliance and trades in his set. Still not worried about him.
No. Well, he also had a low value set, right? It was only worth 12. It looks like he's going to go ahead and attack that rebel territory ahead of you.
Yeah, kind of lame that way.
Well, now you've got some choices to make.
Who am I allied with? Black for 1 turn. We could probably let that alliance fade for a turn. I was hoping to come down here and betray Orange.
It kind of looks to me like the odds are against you now. Because purple went and put that guy right there to block you.
Well, what I might be able to do is maybe betray white.
I don't think you have enough guys to do that yet.
No, but we have a set that we could turn in, and a very easy way to get there. Hey, white, you want to make an alliance? No? Now we're not allies. Just like that. Now I can attack him. So if they decline an alliance when you're allied, then you're no longer allied.
Yeah.
So I'm going to trade in my set. And we're going to put them all here. We're We're gonna go after his capital. We're gonna get there unimpeded, damn it. And if this doesn't go well, we can always retreat.
Concealed ambush on a fort.
Yep. That's exactly what we're doing.
We're gonna draw those guys in. They're never gonna know what hit them.
Boom.
Yep. Wow, it still has 35 defensive value too,
yep.
which is pretty good.
So we're gonna get to hold it too.
Yep. It occurs to me that if you were to build a fort right where you are, that would also create a sea lane for you, and also cut purple off even more.
That it would, but I'm going to go for Orange's capital next turn, so I need to have a pathway here anyways. I don't want to give purple a needless fort. What I'm probably going to do is put all my guys in there and then come along this way and try to do that kind of thing.
Uh-huh. Well, you also got White's cards if White had any.
Yeah, he did.
Actually, didn't White turn in his cards?
It may have, actually. I don't remember. Oh, yeah, I guess. Well, no, he might not have. Because, remember, I traded in my cards, so I don't have a set.
Yeah.
Now. So I won't be forced to trade one in.
Well, you can easily check by finding out if you actually have any cards. If you have none, then that means that White turned their cards in already.
Now, what's going on over here? 4 and 4? Maybe I should just let that situation sit.
Mm-hmm.
What I'll do instead is just kind of move a guy here. Kind of do this thing. The rebels still might attack that, but...
They might, but they're more likely going to attack the purple one, right? Because there's one less guy there.
That's right. It's an easier target.
Mm-hmm.
How many cards I got? No,
Okay.
I've got 4.
Oh, yeah. So you did manage to take White's cards.
And I got another set out of it.
There you go. Because that's something you want to check, too, before you grab somebody's capital, is whether or not they're holding any cards, right?
That's right. The orange is doing his thing. I don't know where the hell he's going.
It's almost like he migrated from the south part of the map across the east and then to the north, right?
Yep. Yellow trades into set for 12 and splits them between territories.
Yep.
So that he could go into Norway.
Well, he just took some chunks of White's continent, too.
Green trades in the set for 12. The orange didn't trade in his set here.
No, he didn't.
Hopefully we go before orange. Green is still doing his thing over here. I still exist over here.
Yeah.
Like, wow.
Not for long, though.
Yeah, I think that's a clear space, too, so he's going to come and take Kurdistan. Or maybe it's not. And I guess he's not. I still exist over there for one more turn yet.
Yep.
Oh, unless the rebels kill me. Red's thinking. Red's doing his thing. He's trapped, I think, by orange. Attack that one! Come on, get yourself a card. No, he didn't get himself a card. I don't know why. Sometimes the AI is just dumb. Oh, he lost his general. He lost his general. The rebels are getting to the point where they're bigger than some of the players on the board.
Yep.
The rebels are going to own a continent at this rate. The rebels are going to own all of Southern Europe, huh?
Uh-huh.
The rebels are big, man.
Yep, they are. They're getting big. But the thing is, though, it's in those isolated areas on the map that nobody really seems to have a great deal of force in, too, right?
Yeah. Oh, it looks like they're going to soften up in this area. That's nice.
Yeah, see, I figured that they would do that. They'll attack the target of opportunity, right?
That's right. So Orange will get 15 reinforcements now. He's down quite a bit. Purple will get 8. Purple almost doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. It looks to me like they're going to be the first ones off the map. Because white may have lost their capital, but they still have a solid block, right?
Yep, but he only gets 7.
Yeah.
Yellow gets 8. Red gets 3. Blue gets 17. Green gets 31. I get 9. All that work and I get 9.
Yeah. You go last.
Orange goes first, so we'll see what happens with Orange.
Can't place any forts. You could place a general.
That I could, but I think I'm actually going to build up my forces in this area. Right?
What's Orange got over there, though? Have they got like 30 guys over there in that territory? 18? Okay.
Orange trades in a set for 21, so he's going to take my fort. Oh, no, maybe he's not. Probably put them up there, then.
Well, he might have put them next to Red's capital or something there, right?
See, we can scroll here. Yeah, he put them right next to Red's capital. That's exactly where he put them. Of course, I'll have to watch down there now. Because Orange wants to build up next to my capital, too.
Mm-hmm.
They will also build up beside White's capital, now that it's been taken for no reason. Because they have a logic to just build up next to a capital.
Yeah. Well, it looks like Yellow's gonna sort out those rebels there.
Yep, but he's not going to go any further than that.
Yeah, well, he's obviously defending his border against you, right?
That's okay. I'm okay with that. Red's made his alliance. What's Red doing? You gonna attack anybody anytime soon, Red? You've got this whole southern border situation that you could deal with. Like...
Yeah, Red and Orange both have sizable armies next to your capital now.
Yeah, I know. It's really annoying. Blue makes an alliance with Green. Green offers a one-turn alliance.
Does that even make sense? Do they even have any territories?
Oh, yeah, down here.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll be best buddies for 3 turns.
Yeah.
When they offer you an alliance, they always accept.
Yeah.
And this means that he'll probably cause some havoc in this area. And now I have to trade in a card set.
Yep, because you've got 5 cards. And
I've
I
got
would
too many
advise
cards.
you to fortify your capital a little bit because you've got orange and red both like one set of cards away from possibly being able to overwhelm it.
I am perfectly okay with that, actually. Actually, we'll trade in one of these sets. I think we'll make an alliance with red. For now. Be my friend, Red. I want friends. So we'll put our guys in there. And then we're going to head this way. Okay, he went and tried to retreat. It didn't go well for him. Ah, these tactics suck. I don't like the central cavalry charge.
Yeah.
But I also don't like concealed ambush in open areas.
Hmm. Well, you didn't suffer much in the way of losses there anyway.
Now, orange only has one card, but I'm going to take his card anyways. Then I'll have 4 cards next turn. We'll have to be smart with our free moves here because I just gave purple enough guys to take a fort.
Yep.
By doing what I did here.
Yep.
But that's okay. We're going to try this.
Concealed ambush on the fort.
Yep, concealed
Again.
ambush on the capital again.
Yeah, it's like we just walked right into it. We never saw them coming.
Yeah, I don't know about that, but you know.
You'd think that would be more of a defensive tactic, right? Well, you took their fort.
Yeah, and I'm going to get their card as a result.
Yep, you are.
All right.
You could always free move your general back through your fort behind you there, and then move a bunch of guys from there into the other fort, right? To protect yourself from purple.
Yeah, I've kind of got a plan here. So this is done. I've got that capital now. I don't really care about what's going on there. Oh, I have to trade in a card set now.
Oh, okay. I guess orange must have had
A couple extra cards.
couple of cards.
So we've got 2 cannons, 2 soldiers.
And a wild card.
Yeah.
And a one of each is actually worth more. And don't you hold one of the is that your territory?
No, that's a rebel territory.
Oh, is it? It
Yep.
looks black.
It's gray.
Oh, is it gray? Okay. Well, it doesn't really matter then. You might as well just turn in a set. Because that will also help you a lot, too.
Yes, it will.
Because I think you can place those immediately, right?
Yep. And we can put 55 guys down as a
Wow,
bonus.
That's a lot. You should repair those capital forts that you took, too, right?
Yeah, well, I'm also going to claim the rest of my continent. Is what I'm going to do.
Yeah, you should be able to crush those purple guys now.
That's the plan. We're going to crush them. I still can't build any more guys there, but I'm going to put them here so that I can take this army up north as well. So we're going to put a general here. We got 51 guys left. We could aim for Red's capital right now.
Yeah, I don't know if Red has any cards, though. And you're also, aren't you allied with him?
Oh yeah, that's right. I just made an alliance.
So you can't do that anyway.
Yeah, I can't, because I can't betray him in the middle of a turn. I can only betray him at the start of my turn.
Yeah.
Too bad. So sad.
Well, you definitely want to grab all of Prussia if you can, which means you're going to have to put some armies over in your capital there, because Orange has a piece of it there too, right? You know,
yeah,
like
well, what I'll do is I'll put 40 guys down there.
Yeah.
And then I'll put the rest of my guys here.
Well, you can't, because that's a forested territory with no general.
But
right?
I can attack out of it.
Yeah, but you won't be able to put.
Yeah, I'll be one short.
Yeah.
But 10 is still stronger than 8. Right, that's the logic.
Chansey, I would have, instead of putting 40 guys there, I would have put, say, 35 there and put the extra ones in the capital.
I can always move them later.
Just to give you... No, that's not for defensive purposes, for giving you a better chance to succeed in this attack over here.
I think actually I'm going to put one more guy over here. We'll attack, and we've got a shitty general.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll go defend both flanks.
Maybe the sheer numbers will be in your favor.
Yep,
okay?
Sheer numbers. So we're going to turn him into a good general now. You know, we'll do the defend both flanks thing again. I don't know how defending both flanks is an offensive strategy.
Yeah.
Alright, so I go last, so I have the luxury to do this kind of thing.
Yep, you do.
We're gonna get him with a surprise attack.
Surprise! Surprise bear attack?
Sure. So he moved those down there. There's 16 rebels over there, so that's something to be mindful of.
Well, now here is the big moment.
Yeah, we might not succeed, but we can try.
Hey.
And we did succeed. We'll probably lose it again right away.
Yeah, but you're at least going to be able to collect the bonus for it this turn.
And actually, I have an idea.
Because, you know, like, you're the last player in this round, right?
I do actually have a bit of an idea here, too. So we managed that.
So you're going to get a nice boost to reinforcements in your next turn.
That's right.
It's one of the benefits of going last.
Although I need to protect Saxony here. So we're gonna fuck around with free moves. Some here now, I think. I've done enough attacking for now.
And you've got 24 territories, which is going to give you a nice bonus as well.
That it will. So let's see here. We will end this turn. Just thinking here. We'll do that. No, we'll do this first. Okay, now we'll do this. And we're going to move this general along. To there. Yeah, what we'll do is we'll do this instead. We'll move these 7 guys down here. Sometimes there's a free move bug that you can trigger, but I don't think I'm going to get it this time. But we'll do this instead, maybe. I think you need 2 generals in order to do the free move bug. Oh. So now we've got 41 guys and a clear path to Red's capital. Right. Through some tougher armies, mind you.
I think you might also have a thin spot to the left there as far as the rebels go. Right?
Nope.
Like if he makes it through that 6 territory, though, then there's that 1 territory right behind it. You might want to shuffle a couple of guys, like where you got those 3 there. You might be able to shuffle an extra guy down there just as a extra defensive measure or something.
I don't think I will, though. Instead, what we're going to do is we're going to do this. Remove over here. Just have enough there to fend off those rebels. We've got an ability to advance further into Scandinavia now.
Yeah, you almost have the whole thing.
What else can we do here? Can we abandon this? It got claimed by white. That sucks.
Well, that's okay, though. It really doesn't make any difference.
I was hoping it would get claimed by purple. Just because he had 10 guys there?
Yeah, but that's okay, because you're still going to be able to collect the bonus for Prussia before purple can act, right?
Well, I'm also going to be looking to take purple's capital if I can. It's just a shame I had to split up these armies over here. So, depending on how many guys I get in this next turn will determine what I do here. I'm going to just finish free moving here. We're looking to the offensive.
You're being offensive.
There. So now we have 30 guys in that territory, which is not that far down from what we'd need to take a capital. So we're either getting purple's capital or red's capital next turn. And we got a card. So now we have a set, again.
You do.
So we're just trying to basically build up perpetual sets in order to solidify ourselves as a block.
Yep.
And I guess that will have to do. How are we doing on time?
Well, I was going to suggest if we were going to continue with this much more, that we take a pause, but we're at about 1 hour and 40 minutes here.
All right, well.
But you may need to save this one.
I think I will. We'll just wait for the rebels to complete their turn here. Holy fuck, man. The rebels are going to have 30 territory soon.
Yep.
And it's all in a solid block. I told you that southern area was wide open.
Yep.
No, he's going to attack away from me anyways.
Oh, that's good. That's good news.
I did all that preparation, and he attacked away from me. So white gets 8 reinforcements, blue gets 17, but he's not exactly near us. I get 23 now.
Yep. Well, you got a 12 bonus for the continent of Prussia, right?
Yep.
Plus you also got a 3 bonus for 10 or more connected territories.
Purple gets 3. Orange gets 11. Red gets 4. Yellow gets 6.
And green gets 30. They're the big dog on the map now.
You know, they own 3 continents.
Yep.
But they're small continents.
And it looks like you'll be 3rd in the turn order. Can't place any more forts right now. That's too bad.
I'm gonna put 10 guys here. I think. Because, Orange has us in danger.
Yeah. That being said, though, they don't have a set of cards, so they aren't going to, you know, they're basically, unless they place all of their reinforcements in that space, then you're not really going to be in too much danger. But you've got a thin border over here, though.
I do, but there's not much I can do about it right now.
Yeah.
Attacking has to take the priority in order to cover my expenses. It might even be worth it to try cutting off that army. If I can. We'll see if I can. What's going on over here? Are those rebels still sitting there? Still sitting tight? Maybe I'll add a couple guys to this territory here.
Well, what did everybody do?
Well, let's see here. Yep, he went and put all his guys there just like I thought he would.
Yep.
And I'm not going to be able to cut that off anymore.
Nope. Well, the thing is, though, 36 versus 50, general or no general, I think the odds are still in your favor there. But I would definitely pay attention to that in the next episode.
Indeed. So, I'm RecV5.
I am Sandman99.
Have a good one.